the best in class firms that we work with start with the problem and then sort of backport into, okay, how can something with AI in it actually get us processing more loans faster, or gaining more efficiencies, or zeroing out some of the risk embedded in some of those manual and mundane processes.
We knew going in we were working with DeepSee because we had not been able to figure it out otherwise. So these loan packages are 80 something pages. So that one took months. I mean, we were probably like live in testing after 4 to 6 months. But there were 5 systems, I think, involved. So it was tackling that gave us the confidence of, okay, if they can tackle this one, then we feel very confident they can tackle our pulling data from this system, putting it in the right format, and putting it into this system.
You want to start with a discrete problem. And I always say, where are your people spending their time? Just give me a day in the life of, one of your ops teams, and where do they spend their time? And it always, the end of that conversation always ends with, well, I bring up a spreadsheet here and I pull out system output there, and I'm doing some transposing, and then I send it to someone else to check. Those kinds of, I call them maker checker, just manual reconciliations. Those are perfect use cases where AI can really 10x, not just the velocity, but also the accuracy and the ability to handle more, and then simultaneously upskill the team members.
I think that's where DeepSee can come in, is being able to just add those other cherries on top once we've helped you dig down to what the real problem statement is all these other things that you're going to find benefits with by deploying something like this.
And that's when we said, well, could we automate or dramatically improve the efficiency of this process to where we don't need to hire that person? And so that was really our first use case. So we went to DeepSee, we said, here's our struggle. Can we make this ROI work? And then also, hey, now we've got a partner with DeepSee that we can go and do the second, the third, the fourth implementation in a much cheaper way. We're not having to go and look at a bunch of tools. Theoretically, instead, we could build something to help automate this process for the same price or cheaper, and then it scales and we can get a lot more efficiencies down the line. And we've added multiple use cases across the bank. The first person that came to me once we signed this deal was our compliance officer. Hey, we better be the next use case because I've got some things I need you to do. And so as soon as the compliance officer is pushing for an agentic AI tool, that's when I know, okay, maybe we're doing all right here. The thing I keep hearing over and over again that we've dealt with, because we have it, but how do you answer the question of just, hey, how do we secure AI? How do we feel comfortable with the AI? Like, I'm scared that it's going to take my data and give it to the internet. That's the number one thing I hear that I have an answer for, but I feel like you all would have a better one.
We provide this in the form of what we call DeepSee Blueprints, which is really, think of a blueprint just like you think of a blueprint of a house. It is a very explicit, not just set of steps about the process itself, and it sort of documents that process, but it's a manifest of all the underlying pieces of technology that took an action to automate or orchestrate that process. And most importantly, what guardrails the bank has decided to put in place. The easy example is loans over a certain amount always have to have an HTN, human in the loop check, or loans under a certain amount, just STP and we'll audit on the back test.